It really gets blood pumping, does it now? You know what gets the blood pumping even more? I kind of lost a train of thought. That will have to be the bowler. Now, for those who are Mongolians that don't know what the bowler is, let me be the first to tell you that at the time when I was playing, and I was trying my best to see if I could go as hard as I can in this desolated zombie like ready in the ground game, there was this weapon that, well, being a launcher, would shoot a bowling ball that would bounce constantly on his enemies. Name being called the bowler. Now, let me show you how this weapon will look. Whoop. There we go. So, the bowler itself is mixed feels on this gun. Not that it doesn't do a lot of damage, but I feel like the weapon itself has to be used in an enclosed area. It shoots a bowling ball that bounces back and forth. And not a bowling ball, my bad, a cannonball. Got those little two words mixed up. Does damage, and when it hits the floor, it has somewhat like of an impact on the enemies around. So I don't feel like the weapon is bad. I think used against a smasher, it does a lot of damage. I don't really remember because it was one of those weapons that after I used it a couple of times, I was like, wow, okay. What else we got in the shop? Because I'm not really feeling this one. Like, if I wanted to just grab like toilet paper, I'll just go in the bathroom or I'll wipe my ass clean and take a gander of this bad boy. Now, I don't know if this weapon really is good. I know when at the time when I had it, I was so towards Plangerton going to Canny. So, you know, it helped me out. It was just not something that I felt like it was just the greatest of all things. Explosive weapon, cannon, flintlock, which, you know, pirates if I'm correct. Fires cannonballs that damage and knock back groups of enemies. The cannonballs can bounce before exploding, damaging nearby enemies with each bounce. Like I said before, I'm prefer the Jabberwocky, which that'll be another video of what's going on with that. If you were to grab your hands on this weapon, my bad. I low-key feel really cold in my room and I'm slowly doing the fly method, rubbing my hands back to back. If you wind up getting your hands on this weapon and your friend crafts it, or you find out, or maybe some lost soul drops it on the floor and you yoink it out of his hands or whatever it may be, I would suggest using this at least to enemies that's going down a trap tunnel maybe. And I don't suggest using it against propanes. Well, I mean, y'all had to know what a flinger wave is. If there is a flinger wave and you were to shoot this at the flingers, I'm guessing maybe it could go hard. I would have gave more info on it, but I really don't know as much on this weapon. I am going to do a little gameplay on it right now, see how it goes in game. But it's just not something that really rings my bell. It's not something that like makes my balls jiggle. It's just what it is. It's a cannonball with a fucking handle on it. Like, but we can't knock the weapon. We don't know if the weapon would be good or not. I gave it impact damage, physical, and slow and snared, which I'm gonna be honest, that doesn't really sound like something I would do. But apparently it is. So let me see if I can give this a quick like touch up. Let me see something. I'm a fan of, let's see, no, I'm a damage of crit rate. I'm a fan of crit damage. I know you're saying the bottom has impact, but I'm not really feeling that. I would like a reload speed on that bad boy. Let's make an energy to hurt all enemies around. Let's see. Stunning and knocking back an enemy, dealing 12 damage, base damage, or the impact. You know, I'm going with that one. Wait, impact. You know, I want to use this against Miss Monsters because I feel like it'll really smack them. Sue me. Assess his newly made weapon now. So I feel like this one is gonna be pretty good. Hopefully.
We've got updated objectives. We've got creepers husking all over the place. Keep an eye out for encampments.
using the weapon, I'm not gonna say the weapon is bad. I feel like it's a fun weapon, actually. The whole bounce effect, having them just go all over the place, I keep jiggling them, is, at least to me, pretty entertaining in my eyes. I don't see it, like I said before, being something that I will use all the time, and not something that you use blatantly out in the open, because I had to use many shots to kill a lot of zombies or miss monsters when it shouldn't have to really be like that. If it was in enclosed areas and I had a chaff tunnel going on, and I shot that inside there, it'll make much more sense than me shooting it randomly, unless I could clock a bounce effect and, you know, hold diagonals, knowing exactly about the up to, so what's going on. It would be much effective to attack him with that. So I'm not gonna say the weapon is bad. I'm not gonna come out of nowhere and make it seem like this weapon is but at the same time, I would have to come out of nowhere and rate the weapon, in my opinion, a C. Because out of all the rocket launchers I use in SCW, this rocket launcher doesn't really have the whole hit an enemy and explode type effect. I'd like it to be that when I hit an enemy on contact, the enemy either gets hurt or he's gonna die. And this one I had to use multiple cannonballs to get my point across, so I'm not really too lovey-lovey when it comes to that. But that's my take on it. Maybe you have a different take. Never know, man. Like I said before, test these weapons out and enjoy it, because there's so much varieties in this game that you can have fun with, that you just have to choose one and just go along with the flow. Thank y'all so much for showing love and clicking on the video of my bowler little explanation, you know, my own thoughts in my own mind. So thank y'all so much and take care. God bless and stay humble.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready for the best stream on the earth.